here we are, we're in Bushy Park in London, down here for the Red Deer Rut. And yeah, it's already kicked off just as we parked up. There's a couple of deer rutting. But this is the place to be, down by the pond. As you can see, everyone's around here. There must be at least 30 photographers here. We just come down here and then we're going to move on to Richmond Park, which in my opinion is a slightly better place for photography because you've got uninterrupted backgrounds. You don't tend to get cars and people and fences in the way. But apparently they've already been fighting in the lake, so yeah, let's see how we go. But yeah, welcome to Bushy Park and the Red Deer Rut. So the frustration of Bushy Park. Very busy on a Sunday, probably not the best day to come. Lots of people around. Lots of deer though, and they're bellowing like crazy, but you have to be so careful. I did work hard to get one shot of it bellowing with the foreground. Quite pleased with that one, but yeah, that took a lot of work to get that. And you can see these guys, basically what you got the big stag over there protecting his harem, and then you got the young stag over there getting seen off. It's fun to be down there. We're going to move on to Richmond Park soon though, because it's got much better backgrounds than here. Here's a real struggle. A lot of tree protectors, a lot of fences, a lot of cars, a lot of people. Yeah, one shot I got, I was really pleased off. It's got a couple of people in the background, so probably going to have to remove the people on that one. This red deer stag was on a mission. Just look how fast he accelerates. Fantastically filmed by Lisa. But it's crazy, these deer are so unafraid of people. Unlike Scottish Highlands or something like that. You don't really need to work for your images here, apart from making sure your background's clutter free. But yeah, fun place by the park. Parakeets, geese, everything. Right, welcome to Richmond Park. Much bigger park than Bushy, much less busy, hopefully. And we're going to go down into the area where we saw the deer rut about two years ago, and let's see if they're still there. Weather's improved a bit as well, got a bit of high level cloud, so hopefully we'll get a sunset. Fingers crossed, who knows? And there's Lisa playing with her Insta360. And you can hear the parakeets, hopefully the mic's picking them up. Which is a constant feature in London parks, an invasive species. Still haven't got a decent shot of one though. But yeah, let's go and have a look. I'll get my camera out in a minute. Committing the cardinal sin of walking into a wildlife area without my camera out, but I haven't had a chance to do it yet. Thought I'd just film this piece of camera. But yeah, let's hope we get some rut here. They were certainly bellowing in Bushy Park like crazy, but no fighting, because there's not many big stags. They all seem to have harems. There wasn't many lone stags. But yeah, we'll see. Why not follow us along and see what happens?
Richmond Park's history began in 1625 when Charles I set it up as a royal park. Populating it with over 2,000 deer, it became his favourite hunting ground and escape from the plague in London. And as you can still see, to this day, the red deer and the fallow deer are still a part of this wonderful wildlife area, which is such a valuable resource to the people of London. And it's not just deer in the park. Look at this beautiful kestrel that's perched up on the tree.
Not as many wildlife photographers, is there, Lisa?
Not at the moment, but maybe we're in the wrong place.
I don't think we are. There's deer here. We've just seen a deer. But that's nice not to have many people here.
Well, compared to Bushy Park, most definitely.
Yeah, Bushy Park was crazy. Not with wildlife photographers, just with people.
Well, lots of wildlife photographers as well.
Yeah. But yeah, much nicer surroundings. Much nicer.
So we found the deer. They were hidden in the ferns. A couple of stags sat right deep in the ferns. This particular stag, with a lovely headdress, thought he was well camouflaged. This fine stag was watching over his harem, and as you can see in the distance, another massive stag waiting for this stag to tire. And this stag thinks he's hidden, practicing the art of camouflage.
So we finally found some stags and their harems. They're all settled in the ferns. Much better backgrounds than Bushy Park, but still quite a lot of public, obviously being a Sunday. Don't know if we're going to get a golden sunset tonight. There's the sun. Bit of cloud, unfortunately. We shall see how the afternoon and evening pans out. Sunset's at 6:30. The great British public. Oh dear. Don't read the signs or anything like that. I think they're completely safe, and they got 150 kilo, maybe 200 kilo, full of testosterone stag with great big sharp antlers very close to them. Part of being in London parks for you. Trying to get a different creative angle on a deer shot is quite difficult. I've been trying to think about it, trying to get some foreground bokeh. It's quite difficult here though, as can't seem to get much in the foreground without getting a background of fence or people. So yeah, it's just a bit challenging.
So eventually our patience paid off, and I managed to get this shot with the setting sun behind him. Even the fallow deer were getting up to some rutting as well.
So the end of the first day, and we're now going to go back to the hotel and get some food. Sunset is happening, but the deer have moved on and got into the dark areas underneath the trees. But hey ho. Just bumped into a lovely photographer who told us where to go tomorrow morning, so that's brilliant. We'll try tomorrow morning. And join us tomorrow morning, bright and early, or hopefully bright and early. Well, good morning. Luckily the gates were open before 7 o'clock, so that's pretty good. So we're just walking into the park at the Sheen Gate end in Richmond Park. And how do you think we'll get on today?
I think it's going to be really good. Wishful thinking.
Yeah. Don't know if the sun's going to play ball today. So look, there's the sky. There's a flipping aeroplane coming in as well. Yeah, so apologies about the aircraft noise. For some reason noise cancellation doesn't work on the aircraft. Right, let's go down here, I'd say. And just a matter of finding the deer now. Can't see any yet, can we? Can't see any deer yet, can we?
No, I can't hear any deer either.
No, might not have woken up. So going to use the tree as cover. These two stags look like they're going to have a go at each other.
There's the sunrise we've been after. The deer did get into position for probably only a minute or so. Got some lovely shots though.
And just like that, they went. Don't know where they've gone. They've just wandered off, haven't they?
I think they've gone into the woods.
Yeah, so we came down and there was a few stags with a couple of does. But then they sort of dissipated, a bit of bellowing, but nothing much happened. We then had a look around the little patch of woodland. There was a nice stag in there. Hopefully got some good shots in there. And now we're going to just go back to the car and go off to Pen Ponds. But there's a one-way system now operating in the park, which means there's a 20-minute drive to go a mile. Well, a mile as a crow flies. Got to drive all the way around through Roehampton and back in. But I think Pen Ponds will be a good place to start. It's more central. But here's completely... They've just gone. They've just disappeared. And I don't know why. It's odd.
Down at Pen Ponds, a few stags, young stags, were practicing their rutting. This stag, covered in mud from the ponds, was running through the ferns, looking ready for battle, but then he went into the ferns and had a wander round.
He wants to fight.
That was a bit better. A couple of stags in the ferns, so hopefully got some good shots there. They did start doing parallel walking, which means they might start a fight, but they didn't do it. Seems like one chap's up for it, the other one wasn't. We're going to go grab a coffee now and see what happens. The light's getting really bright and harsh now, typical. We didn't get this in the morning. You know, that's how it is. But yeah, go and grab a coffee, have a look round, maybe look for a little owl as well. Let's see what happens. Where have they gone? Just had a coffee and a nice muffin. Come back to where we saw the red deer earlier, and they've disappeared. So, yeah, where have they gone? There was about 15 deer here. Now the light has gone super harsh. No cloud when you want it. Oh, there's one bellowing behind us actually, but he's in the ferns. We'll have a look actually. But I think we're going to move back to the hotel to check out and then move on to Bushy Park, and hopefully we'll get some lake action. I can put some suntan cream on because it's become a very nice day for sunbathing. Not so much for photography though. Yeah, when you want cloud you don't get it. When you don't want cloud you do get it. There we go. Anyway, join us later in Bushy.
So back at Bushy Park, and the action was intense. A lot of deer bellowing, and a lot of deer in the pond. So what are the stages of the rut? Well, first of all, you get the bellowing, and boy do they bellow. Then you get the parallel walking, where they're sizing up each other. And then you get the fight, where they lock antlers, and sometimes battle to the death. Luckily not today.
It's just crazy here in Bushy Park. They're just bellowing constantly. There's been a mini rut, a mini fight. Hopefully I got that on video. But yeah, there's a big stag with, I think they call it a monarch. I haven't counted how many peaks he's got. But yeah, unfortunately the light is incredibly harsh. That's why I switched to video. And let's just see what happens. Bushy Park and Richmond Park for the Red Deer Rut. Yeah, it's a good time to come. Didn't see too much fighting, did we?
I think maybe it's probably a little bit too early, perhaps.
Yeah, I agree. So I definitely think so too. If you're going to come to Bushy Park and Richmond Park, sort of early October, start checking out on social media for when the ruts. You'll see loads of red deer photos being posted up. And you're using 100 to 400 on your Z8, aren't you?
I am, yeah, full frame. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was using the big 150 to 400 on my OM-1. Both worked really well, didn't they?
My 100 to 400 worked really, really well. I was a little bit worried that I wouldn't have enough reach, but it was really, really good, yeah.
We're going to now drive home, 2-hour drive. I've got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning for work, so better get going. But thank you so much for watching yet again. If you do like this, give it a subscribe and a like and a comment.
It actually depends if you use some of my footage or not.
Well, yeah, I'm going to have to because Lisa actually got some epic footage yesterday. So there we go. But anyway, there we go. Thank you so much for watching.